Rumors are that allegedly it was Simon who left the marriage before Porsha. And did Porsha beg him to stay? I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. And if you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified, so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about. And it centers around rumors that allegedly it was Simon who left the marriage before Porsha. And did Porsha beg him to stay? I have some new information that may answer all of those questions and more. And here it goes. Rumors are that allegedly it was Simon who first left Porsha and that she was begging him to stay before filing for divorce. Allegedly, Porsha found out that not only was Simon cheating on her with younger women, but also lavishing them with more expensive gifts and vacations than he was giving her. He appeared to be living a double life in Dubai, said the source. It is believed that Simon was over being married to Porsha as early as last November at their 1-year anniversary mark. Porsha allegedly flew to Dubai around that time to fight for her marriage and begged Simon to come home by buying him almost $100,000 worth of expensive gifts. But Simon refused and allegedly decided to stay in Dubai. This, of course, devastated Porsha, and when she returned home, they officially separated, with Porsha filing for divorce at the top of the year. Sources believe that all of the couple's pictures and videos of them being a happily married couple were either old saved videos or reposts from previous vacations and outings, all of which made Porsha's divorce announcement a complete shock to everyone. Now, kinfolk, this is a rumor that came across my desk this week, and we're going to just dive right into some of the parts I see as being factual and some parts I see as not being so factual. And the first part about this rumor that makes a lot of sense to me is this. This rumor kind of explains why the divorce between Simon and Porsha seems so rushed and so surprising to a lot of people. Because if you remember, from the time of their anniversary up until Porsha made her big divorce announcement, it seems as if they were a happily married couple. So when she even announced that she was coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, she even said Porsha Williams isn't coming back, but simonguobadia is. And so a lot of people were still shocked to find out just a couple of days, if not a week later, that she was divorcing Simon. So when the rumor says that all of these videos and pictures of them being a happily married couple were probably old videos they had saved in their phones or reposts from previous vacations, it all made sense. Because it doesn't seem as if they would be such a happy married couple and all this turmoil is going on behind the scenes. It seems as if that would have made them put a pause or a break in posting each other. But as one source pointed out, it appeared to be that Porsha was the only one who was keeping up this charade, and that Simon had actually stopped with this whole charade of being a happily married man to Porsha, even as early as back in September. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor that makes this all seem somewhat plausible is this. It's the fact that Simon was able to move on extremely quick from his marriage to Porsha. It seemed like from the time that Porsha announced her divorce, Simon has already moved on to a new woman in his life who is younger, who is almost as successful as Porsha in her own business, right, at least, and then also who kind of favors Porsha and Fallon to a certain extent. It goes to show you that Simon really does have a type. So if you were able to get with somebody so quickly, it seems as if this is something that you probably knew in the back of your mind that you were going to start indulging in more as early as the summer. Because no one really just pops out with a new woman like a couple of weeks after his divorce or a divorce announcement. It's the same type of situation we saw when Fallon and Simon got divorced, and then all of a sudden he pops out with Porsha. And if you are to believe the rumors, that it really wasn't anything that was done like, on the spur of the moment, that they actually had a relationship as early as 2020, as early as 2020, right before the pandemic, then you are to believe that maybe in this situation, he's had this relationship with this new girl probably as early summer of last year, or if not the spring of last year, if you are to believe both timelines. But again, it is this pattern with Simon when he leaves women. He always rebounds extremely quick, which always leads to that whole situation, the question being asked, was he already cheating with this particular young lady or particular woman before he separated from his wife or girlfriend, or before he got officially divorced from either one of them? So with that being said, it does seem like Simon moving on very quickly is a very telling sign that him and Porsha probably were having issues in their marriage as early as the summer. Now, kinfolk, the last part of this rumor that I just find very odd, and it has to do with Porsha. And, hater or lover, I think you all can agree with this. And it's simply the fact that I find it very hard that Porsha was actually begging a man to stay. Now, here's the thing. So with Cordell, I can see why Porsha probably would have, fought for that marriage. Or probably even at one point begged him not to leave. She was younger. She was not financially stable on her own. And, she was a kept woman. And Cordell money was real. Even though he had her on a tight leash at how much that she could spend and what she could do, his money was very real. And she saw a lot of that. And so I can see why she would fight for that marriage, because that was a very easy lifestyle for her to have. But when it comes to Simon, though, I find it very odd that the rumor said that she was begging him to stay. Because at this point, Porsha is financially stable, I think, on her own right. And that she really doesn't need Simon for anything. And it's just like, it's just extra decoration in her life. You know what I mean? And so I find that part of the rumor very hard to believe that she was actually, begging him to stay. Now, the part where they said that she bought him expensive gifts for their anniversary in order to try to buy his love, I can see that. But I don't see it as begging. I just see it as being manipulative. She knows that Simon is a man who likes gifts. She knows that Simon is very superficial. His love language is probably gift getting and gift giving. So she probably used his love language to try to lure him back home. And I don't think that's necessarily was begging. I think, again, that's more so manipulation. But kinfolk, I want to know what you guys think. If you are to believe this rumor that Porsha was allegedly begging Simon to come back and not leave the marriage, what do you think the motivation was? Do you think it was so she can continue to keep this very comfortable, lavish lifestyle? Or do you believe that Porsha probably wasn't begging? She was being more so manipulative, if anything. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.